This is the BMW S1000 XR, and today we're going to give it our first impressions. So far, looking at the bike, I think it looks pretty good. It's like an adventure bike and a sport bike 50-50 mix. It does have some handguards here. They are a little bit flimsy. The mirrors do look pretty big. We'll see how they look when I sit on the bike. Looks like it comes with these grab handles and this little rack on the back. The foot pegs look very good, very long, and some rubber on them, and the passenger pegs look exactly the same. We have dual discs up front, single disc in the rear. This is a chain drive bike. This windshield looks pretty good for this size bike, and if it is adjustable, it will be manually adjustable. I don't know about this seat, dude. This seat is like it's scooped up on the sides. I've never sat on a seat like this. .6'4" for reference. It feels fine. Flat-footed, both sides, very easy. Little bend in the knee. Looks like you're going to lean forward just a touch. The screen looks like a great size. The windshield actually seems like it might be effective. Ooh, now that I'm on the bike, these mirrors don't look that great, actually. This gas tank feels absolutely massive. This is a push-to-start bike. It does have cruise control, hazards, a menu toggle, adjustable suspension, high beams, blinker, horn. And on the other side, we have heated grips, a ride mode button, and a off and on engine button. It feels all right. The seat does feel weird. The foot peg position, it's a little tighter than I would prefer, but it's not that bad. I'll be interested to see how this performs compared to the K1600, where in my mind the K1600 is a true sport touring bike. This seems like it's trying to be a touring bike and trying to be a sport bike. Could be in that category. We'll see if I like this one or the K1600 better. Let's get out there and ride. This is the BMW S1000 XR. So far, vibration while idling, there is some there, but it's not bad at all. The seat feels uncomfortable, pushing into the sides. Alright, now this is what I was expecting from BMW. This engine, it's smooth, but you feel it. It's like the Z900, but... Alright, this is my favorite bike of the day already. I just got on it. It's got beautiful power, beautiful throttle, shifts good. I literally just got on this bike and it feels amazing. The shifting, smooth. The seat while you're riding is not all that bad. This is the type of bike I can tell already. I would get up early and be excited to ride a bike like this. With every other bike I rode today, including the K1600, it doesn't give you the same feeling. This gives you that feeling. My feet are not too high, definitely not too cramped. 6'4", and I'm fine on this bike. The handlebars are in the perfect position, width and distance from me. Again, the dash, just like every other BMW we rode today, basically. Very clear, very nice. Miles per hour, RPM, the big focus, and a gear indicator. I really like the dash. It seems like every BMW bike has cruise control, and most have heated grips. This one does. We're in dynamic mode. Let's see what else it has. Rain, road, and dynamic. So I assume dynamic is the same as sport. And the way you change your mode is you hit the mode button, you find the one you want, you let the gas off all the way, and then it will be in that mode. So vibration while riding, there's a little still in the handlebars, just a little bit, but it's not as bad as it was on idle, and it's just not that bad in general. The clutch releases at the perfect place, not too far out, not too close in. Power on tap. Oh, this is going to be tough. This feels just like the Z900, but this sits more upright. My feet are a little bit lower, and this seems like it would be more capable if you wanted to use it as a sport touring or even a light adventure bike. So this might actually take first place over the Z900. No vibration in the foot pegs at all. Seems like there's plenty of power in the low end. Definitely plenty in the top end. The brakes so far, the front brake feels really good. It's not too touchy. And you don't really have to pull it all that, you don't have to pull it in all that far. Oh my goodness, it's nimble too. 55 miles an hour. Pushing, but not that hard. And it just falls over. Shifting up and down, very smooth. When you're riding slow like this, I'm at 15 miles an hour in first gear, it feels like the bike is pulsing, which I don't like, just something I've noticed. Back brake feels pretty good. The mirrors are all right. They could be a little bit wider, just like add an inch to make it a little bit wider, but they're good, and there's not much vibration. This is a bike where if this is priced high, which I'm sure it is, just like all BMW bikes, it feels justified to a certain extent, where it gives you that exhilaration, has that feeling of fun and excitement, but it also has a practical side where it has a small windshield. It has room for a GPS here, it has room for a phone mount here, it has room for a passenger, you can carry bags, do some light off-road, and it's obviously got tons of power. Oh yeah. This feels like it could keep up with the sport bikes your buddies ride, and you're sitting up straight. This is more practical. This is more comfortable. If I got this used for like 10, 11, 12 grand, it'd take some time to think about it, but like I said, I'd get up early on a weekend and be excited to ride a bike like this. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is butter. This bike butters my biscuits, that is for sure. So the big difference between this and the K1600, and why I think this is better, or a better experience, is the K1600 is so smooth and so quiet that when you're stopped at a stoplight or a stop sign and you get ready to go, you can stall it way easier because you can't hear the engine, you can't feel the engine. You have to kind of look at the RPM gauge to make sure you're not going to stall out when you're taking off. This bike, you can feel it and you can hear it, but at the same time, it's not irritating, the feeling, and the engine's not too loud. This is at the top of the list for BMW in my opinion. Sometimes you just get on a bike and you ride it for 5 minutes and you know this is a serious bike. And that's the feeling I get when I get on this bike. Is if I want to go fast and if I want to do some crazy stuff, I could probably do it on this. And if I want to relax and I just want to cruise, take my wife for a ride, I can probably do that.
And that's exactly the kind of bike I'm looking for.
Just finished the test ride of the BMW S 1000 XR, and I'm finally able to say BMW surprised me. Okay, I've never heard of this bike, never did any research on this bike, and this is my 4th test ride today. And this S1000 XR, whatever it has, it's got that it factor. Only some bikes have this. I looked up the base price, $17,500 for the base model, where the Z900 sits around $9,800. Huge difference in price, but just talking about the experience of the ride, this bike takes it. And $17,500 brand new, would I buy it? I was hoping it was under 20, so I'm not absolutely disappointed because BMW has ridiculous prices. I don't know if I'd spend $17,500, maybe, if I was in the right situation in my life. But used, if I could get it around 10,000, 11,000, a couple years old, reasonable miles, that is one heck of a bike. So if you want to see me test ride the Z900 and see what I'm talking about this it factor, check out this video right here. And if you want to see me ride a bunch of other bikes, different sizes, different brands, check this playlist right here.
Rapping when they own me to single. They all want an album, so I gave them 20 singles. Yeah, I'm trying to get a hit, that's why I swing.